Charlamagne, real name is Leonard Larry McKeevely.
Wow.
Was accused of rape in 2001 by Jessica Reed. That's her name.
Damn.
Jessica Reed.
Yep.
Raped the black women after the Black Lives Matter and all this. One of our queens. He raped Jessica Reed, who was 15 at the time. Wait a minute. She was 15. Let's Google how old is Charlamagne. It's probably his industry age. Because in 2001, if she was 15, maybe he was 16. Maybe it's like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You guys give me an age on Charlamagne. And then let's do the math here.
He's 45 now.
Okay, he's 45. So that was 22 years ago? Mm-hmm. So what's 45 minus 22? Is it 23? I'm a mathematician.
23, yeah.
Breakfast Club can, have people tune into your TV show. Breakfast Club can have people go out and vote for you. Breakfast Club can have people pull up to your, movie, that first weekend when those box office numbers really count.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people...
We are going to do interviews, and a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad PR. So Jessica Reed, a woman who accused Charlamagne of a horrific crime some time ago, is coming out, and she has some concerning things to share about the DJ. Apparently, Charlamagne was able to beat the legal case against him thanks to his industry connections. We're talking about the same people who protected people like Diddy and Jay-Z for the longest time. Now, Charlamagne may have built his entire brand around being authentic, but it looks like somewhere along the way he ended up selling his soul. Just what happened? How did Charlamagne dodge these serious accusations? Is he truly protected by higher-ups, or is it all just speculation? Let's find out. So most people might not know this, but Charlamagne was accused of mistreating a woman some time back. Jessica Nicole Reed initially filed her lawsuit against the Breakfast Club host in 2022. She accused the DJ of some pretty nasty stuff and defamation. According to her, the incident went down in 2001 when she was 15 and he was 22. Apparently, the two met that year and became friends. Charlamagne then invited her to a party at the Short Stay Naval Recreation Center, where he gave her a drink that made her feel dizzy. Reed claimed two men took her inside a bathroom, and eventually Charlamagne came in as well after the incident was over. Jessica called her mother, who then contacted the police. However, as a teenager, Reed was scared and refused to work with the authorities or even press charges. However, now that she was an adult and had more resources, she decided to make the DJ pay for the prices, and of course, like most men, Charlamagne denied the accusations initially. He even provided a DNA sample example for the police. Meanwhile, Charlamagne's attorney, Michael Weinst, said this after the lawsuit was filed: "We are confident that Ms. Reed's meritless civil lawsuit in which she represents herself will be promptly dismissed. This is the same claim that was fully investigated and dismissed by authorities in South Carolina more than 21 years ago. At that time, my client voluntarily submitted his DNA, and it was confirmed his DNA was not found in her kit. It is also the same matter that Reed tried to reopen in 2018 that the South Carolina Solicitor General declined to reopen, suggesting, among other things, it was not ethical to do so. He also made this argument.
In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I got this girl real drunk, and
that sentence sounds a little fishy. I got her drunk.
I didn't just get her drunk. I remember going. I went to the store and got Spanish fly.
Oh, so you raped her?
Shut up. Spanish fly. They sell it in the store. I'm telling the truth. They sell it in the Spanish store. I had to.
They sell knives in the store too. You could put that to a girl's throat. So that doesn't mean it's illegal.
So I put the Spanish fly in the E&J. We drinking the E&J and shit. So in my mind, I don't know if it really worked, but I felt like I got horny as a motherfucker too. Right? So she was drunk as shit, and we had and shit, and like a lot of my boys was trying to come in the room, and I'm like, nah, chill out. I can't. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, what, you're in a train. Yeah. Okay, so
if it's just one-on-one, it ain't right.
Yeah, so the next
trains are right.
So the next morning she wakes up. And we talk about it. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, we had sex. She said, okay, well, I'm glad it was you.
Then a couple days later, she's like, yo, you sure only had you? One of my stupid ass cousins was going around saying he f***ed her, which he didn't. I know for a fact he didn't. I was there the whole time. He did not f*** her. He looked at her naked, but he didn't f*** her, right? So I'm telling her, no, me and you just had nobody else did nothing. So it just was weird, but I'm just glad it was you. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, yo, you could have been in a real bad situation if it was another mother.
Compliment, man. A girl just said, yo, at least you.
I didn't. I did not.
Hey, if it was any of your cousins or friends, it would have been.
I didn't rip because me and her had every intention of having sex with each other.
So then, why would you put the Spanish fly?
I was a freaky. I'm still a freaky motherfucker. I was a really.
Alone for a while until the EMS got there. Like, we were by ourselves. It was just dark, and then I just remember sitting on the curb just crying.
In court, Reed has persisted in broadly disseminating her unsubstantiated claims, ignoring that the South Carolina solicitor in 2018 declined her request to reopen the case due to a lack of evidence, while confirming that no basis existed to bring charges against Charlamagne. Witnesses have attested to the fact that Charlamagne had already left the party when the alleged incident occurred. However, he finally pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of contributing to the...
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. Let's go.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on in.
When my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already. I ain't gotta talk no more.
Cause I don't understand the angle. Like what?
Said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying
here.
why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
Delinquency of a young girl and got 3 years of probation, according to Reed's lawsuit. Charlamagne talked about the incident years later, but made up fake stuff every time Ms. Reed turned on.
Really count. I never forget, Diddy yelling and screaming at me. This is before I even recognized truly, the power, that the platform was commanding. This is when he dropped the Last Train to Paris album. And I gave him Donkey of the Day for that album, right? I'm like, yo, this shit is fake weight music. You know what I mean? Once again, being an asshole, because people love that album, right? But I'm just fucking with him. And he came to the station hot, like go out the back door, Charlamagne type. And I remember when I finally had a conversation with Diddy about it, asked Sean Prez about it. Sean Prez put us on the phone. And Diddy was like, bro, you can't do that on my first week. He said, I'm a big boy. I can take criticism of the music, but not on my first week. When I'm trying to get these first week numbers up, you come out and my project like this, people might not even go
to the radio and heard his voice, saw him on TV, and walked past his books in the stores.
If you want to answer this, but what are your thoughts on everything going on with Diddy right now?
I think when it comes to that situation, man, I think we shouldn't focus on the individual. We should focus on the issue. Because I think what happens a lot of times is, because of the celebrity, we get lost in talking about the celebrity and not talking about the actual issue. The issue is domestic violence.
Yep,
right. The issue is exactly what I just said about, men not going to do the proper work on themselves, and they're dealing with a lot of pain and a lot of hurt and unhealed trauma, and they're projecting that pain and that hurt on the other people. The issue is patriarchy, right? Because as long as you have a system where men feel superior to women and they're dealing with that pain and they're dealing with that hurt, they're going to project that. We're going to continue to project that onto our women. So I think those are the issues that we...
Fans didn't agree with that sentiment at all.
Charlamagne did to her. And that part's true because fans were able to dig up an old audio of Charlamagne talking about the particular party where the incident happened. Now, it almost seemed like Reed had a strong case, but after 23 years, the lawsuit was dismissed, according to court documents. On September...
The white rapper that you may be considered a culture vulture.
I don't think so. I'm not scared. I'm not scared because I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not.
True indeed.
I'm just trying to, I like what I like. And I don't think I'm biting off of a certain culture or copying a certain culture or trying to be part of a certain culture because, I like what I like.
And for all intents and purposes, you're 20, so all you know.
30th, 2024, a federal judge in New York dismissed Reed's claims against the DJ. The order stated that the claims were filed beyond the statute of limitation.
How did that feel to you?
It sucked.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
1920. How did you deal with it?
Drink a lot.
Yeah. Did you take it personally? Because
absolutely. It's hard not to.
Reed's defamation claims. Additionally, Reed was denied the chance to amend her lawsuit. The judge wrote, Jessica has not proven that an amended complaint would cure any of the pleading defects.
I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Once again, this unreserved protection of a famous and powerful entity in hip-hop.
And so the case is effectively closed. Now, some fans think that the reason Charlamagne was able to get out of this mess was because the higher-ups protected him. And if you find that hard to believe, well, you might want to take—
And here I go slapping y'all again. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Drake decided to reply. So Kendrick's like, oh, so now you want to talk. Well, let's talk.
Let's have a conversation.
And it start off light, right? Euphoria. It's a stern talking to. It's a stern, it is a stern talking to, and I'm addressing everything that I think is wrong with you. First of all, let me get off. Let me tell you what I don't like about you personally, right? I hate the way you walk, hate the way you talk, hate the way you do. But more importantly is this: I don't like the way you move here. I don't like the way you move there. Cool. The timestamp record was to make jokes about any and everybody. Since when do we police comedians? And by the way, if you don't like the jokes, you have every right to say it. You can rap about it, you can protest about it, you can be offended, you can tweet about it, you can do all of that shit. If Andrew was a person who only was constantly making jokes about one group of people, it would be different.
100%. Yeah. Like if we're all sitting here being honest, and anybody even online that knows anything about me is being honest, you don't believe that.
You're equal opportunist.
Exactly. It's like you've seen me make fun of everybody, and not only do I make fun of everybody, I'm going to your house to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like when I made
what they don't believe about you.
What's that?
What are you saying? Like they don't believe what?
Did I have sex with Kendrick if he wants that?
Shut the fuck up.
And honestly, given his recent actions, a lot of longtime fans have lost respect for the DJ.
Hey, it's clear that being honest is the last thing on his list of responsibilities. One fan on the subreddit Brilliant Minds asked others about when they stopped liking Charlamagne, and here's what people had to say. When he started showing obvious bias and capping for his celebrity friends back in the day, Charlamagne prided himself on not being in the business and being the voice of the people. Those days are long gone, and he just started not keeping the same energy anymore. Charlamagne always proclaimed he kept it real. It was just his opinion. He would give his unedited take on everything. He acted like an open book in this latter part of his career. He is none of those things anymore, and fans think they know why that change happened. More importantly, it explains why Jessica's case got thrown out. Charlamagne aligned himself with the higher-ups in the industry, and in exchange for his soul, he got their protection. But what do you think? Do you think Charlamagne really sold himself, and did he really use his power to silence a victim? Let us know what you think in the comment part below, and make sure to check out other videos on our channel.